Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family, and today we'll be discussing Luis Enrique to Paris Saint-Germain and how I feel about this potential managerial appointment to Paris Saint-Germain. Let's get into this. First of all, let's look at the reports. Breaking: PSG are targeting Luis Enrique to place Christophe Galtier. He's among the coaches in the list. And obviously, for a long time, we have known that Luis Enrique, Zidane, Mourinho, Thiago Motta, all of these, Nagelsmann as well, Tuchel, all of these guys have been on the list. So when I saw this news, I thought this is nothing new. Justin, Luis Enrique is indeed on the PSG shortlist, in a good position to replace from Galtier. In Doha, nothing has yet been decided, and all of this we had been knowing for a very long time. But then this was big. According to PSG community, the priority of Doha and the Emir of Qatar is Luis Enrique. He's their number one choice. The Spaniards is expected in Doha in the coming days. Two parties have already agreed on the basis of a pre-contract, and this shocked and surprised everybody because, like, we've been linked a lot with Mourinho, but he was always a plan B to who? You can see him in that picture there, Zinedine Zidane. But now it says that Luis Enrique is the number one choice for Doha ahead of Zidane? Or is Zidane off the cards and Luis Enrique is the number one? And then Mourinho number two? Or is Enrique above both Zidane and Mourinho? So this shocked me and shocked everybody else. Pending confirmation, Luis Enrique has reached an agreement on a pre-contract with Paris Saint-Germain. The Spaniard is Qatar's priority, and a meeting is scheduled in Doha in the next few days. Pre-contract agreement already with Paris Saint-Germain. This is very, very, very big because none of the Mourinhos, the Thiago Mottas, the Zidane, all of the managers that have been linked with us, have they discussed a mutual agreement, a pre-contract. But this is the first time, and let's take a look at Luis Enrique. Obviously, he's not coached a club since he left FC Barcelona, I believe in 2017, the same season that Neymar Jr. left FC Barcelona. And ever since then, he's not coached a club, but he's been with the Spanish national team, obviously managing them in the recent World Cup and then leaving his position after the World Cup. And let's take a look at how he landed up with Spain. It looked like this. Is a 4-3-3 with Simon in goal, Laporte, Rodri as the two centre-backs, Llorente, Alba, Pedri, Busquets, Gavi, Torres, Asensio, and Olmo. But one thing we have to take into consideration, the main difference between national team and club team football is that the manager cannot sign any players. He has to use the players he has to the best advantage. But that's why we can also take a look at his FC Barcelona 2015 Champions League treble winning side. Ter Stegen in goal, Piqué, Mascherano, Alba, Alves, Rakitic, Busquets, Iniesta, Neymar, Suarez, and Lionel Andres Messi. And that's what I could do with Paris Saint-Germain, another 4-3-3. So he's going to bring the 4-3-3 formation back to Paris Saint-Germain, which we usually have always played until this season, where we played the three at the back under Christophe Galtier and some under Thomas Tuchel, of course. But before that, the Laurent Blanc, the Unai Emerys, the Ancelottis, it was always a 4-3-3. And this is the 4-3-3 that he could potentially line up with the players available at Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. But if we're adding some new signings and a Bernardo Silva and a potential Manuel Ugarte in that midfield, and obviously Milan Skriniar, who will be joining us for free in the summer as a centre-back, he already looks better. But the main question marks around Luis Enrique is that if he comes, he would obviously want Lionel Messi and Neymar Jr. to stay, I guess. He worked with them a lot in those 3 seasons at Barcelona and got so much greatness out of both of them. Obviously, they were the two most important players for him when they won the Champions League and the treble that season. And he loves Messi and Neymar and always talks fondly about them. So him now talking with Paris Saint-Germain, he will obviously, I guess, tell Luis Campos and Nasser and Doha, all right, if you want me at PSG, one of my main priorities is that Messi and Neymar are kept at all costs, which goes against what Luis Campos wants. And this is my biggest question mark around this Luis Enrique stuff, is that at least Zidane, I heard some reports that he might be able to work with Campos. Luis Enrique is a direct opposition to what Luis Campos is trying to do at Paris Saint-Germain. Unlike Jose Mourinho, who would accept what Luis Campos wants to do as long as he can do, he has his dominant side and dominant factor. But what's Luis Enrique, who Doha want, I don't think Luis Campos ever considers Luis Enrique. He will come in and change a lot of stuff. Luis Campos wants Messi and Neymar out. Luis Enrique will come in and want them to stay. So it's a bit of a thing. And second thing is Kylian Mbappe. If Luis Enrique prioritizes keeping Messi and Neymar at the club and giving them a lot in the game, he will obviously give the ball always to Messi and Neymar and all of this. A bit similarly to what Galtier has done this season, which obviously Kylian Mbappe does not like. Obviously, we should not be putting a player above the club or above the manager or anything. But if we really want to keep Kylian Mbappe as long as possible, and if we want to do the best for him, and, you know, agree with the requirements we gave him when he extended, it would be a bit weird signing a manager that will do stuff that's against Kylian Mbappe. I would rather just get a manager that everyone can love and like. So those are my question marks. And another big question mark I've had is Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets have left for free this summer from FC Barcelona. If Luis Enrique comes, he was starting both of them in the Spanish national team. Obviously, putting Rodri as a centre-back to give a place to Busquets and put obviously one of the best left backs this season in Alejandro Balde on the bench for the experienced Jordi Alba. So these are two players that maybe he would be looking to bring to Paris Saint-Germain, which is a big question mark for me as a PSG fan. Obviously, we're looking for a backup left back and a number 6. So who knows how weird this Luis Enrique stuff can be. But my main thing about Luis Enrique talking about all of this is that there's so many better candidates. There's Thiago Motta. There is Zinedine Zidane. There is Jose Mourinho. There is Marcelo Gallardo. There is Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon. Luis Enrique is way off the pack. And with him not featuring at club level ever since 2017, obviously you can say how many negative stuff you want about Jose Mourinho's, you know, big downfall from winning the Champions League and league titles to, I don't know, being the manager of Spurs, United and Roma. But now he's about to win the Europa League, a big achievement in Mourinho's career, and we all know about his experience, what he can do at this club. So for me, it's a big no-no for Luis Enrique. Obviously, if it comes, I would just have to accept it and believe in him and support the manager. But before anything happens, I'm totally against Luis Enrique. I've been against Luis Enrique for a very long time, and I'm still against him because he goes away a lot of stuff that Campos has been planning and trying to build up so far, and we'll be doing the same in the summer. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about Luis Enrique as the potential Paris Saint-Germain manager? Other than that, smash the like button, subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel, and as always, allez Paris!